covering the Villages for you. Here's Jill Winters and the VNN Lifestyle News Team.
A neurosurgeon for a professional football team visits the Villages. Plus, a church continues to unite those in its community. Throughout the United States and around this community on Monday, Americans gathered to reflect and remember the terrorist attacks that took the lives of nearly 3,000 people on September 11, 2001. On Monday, the Wildwood Police Department hosted a 9/11 Memorial Climb the Stairs tribute event at Iron Village Gym in Oxford. This is the first time the department has put this event together. First responders from Sumter County Fire and EMS, the Village's Public Safety Department, the Sumter County Sheriff's Office, and the Wildwood Police Department all signed up to climb stair climber machines for 5-minute intervals. Wildwood Police Department Community Outreach Specialist Ronnie Wood says the true focused time period they did the climb was 8:46 to 10:23 a.m., as that is the time frame when the attacks occurred and the Twin Towers fell, changing our country forever. Sumter County Fire and EMS firefighter and EMT Brianna Colazzo climbed the steps in her firefighter gear. She says it's good to take a moment of silence and just think about those who are lost and pay their respects. While they are climbing, they listen to patriotic music along with recordings of people reacting to 9/11. Brianna says it's important for everyone not to forget, especially the ones in the field like cops and firefighters. On Sunday, Gary Kadow, who served as a chaplain at Ground Zero days after the terrorist attack, shared his own personal experience during a Remember 9/11 event hosted by the Village's Recreation and Parks Department inside First Responders Recreation. Gary says his goal was to remind people of the horror of that day because if we forget our history, we're destined to repeat it. He says that day was so devastating and horrible, but it brought everybody together as one nation. Gary of the Village of Lynn Haven saw a tremendous amount of heroism during his experience, adding that people certainly love and respect our first responders, but there were also so many others who showed up to help, and he wanted to tell their stories as well. That included a group of 24 college students that used tuition money to buy food and water for those working at Ground Zero. Also on Sunday, Graceway Church in Leesburg had a musical to celebrate all America's heroes. The performance was called Homeland, a Celebration of Our Country. Graceway Church Director Allie Dixon says traditionally the church does a musical the second week in September. This year they chose Homeland to remind us all that through the most difficult of times, such as acts of war, national disasters, the pandemic, and unspeakable tragedies, Americans have always risen to the occasion of caring for each other. The show included the church's celebration choir. They performed patriotic songs in a tribute to the U.S. Armed Forces. Take a look at the front page of Tuesday's Daily Sun for even more coverage of these and other 9/11 events. The Lake County Sheriff's Office has a new addition, Canine Vader. Master Deputy James Snyder and Vader are the newest canine team to hit the streets of Lake County. Vader is a 2-year-old dual-purpose Belgian Malinois trained in criminal apprehension and narcotics detection. James says it's another layer of protection as he looks at their unit as force multipliers for the sheriff's office. James has been part of the canine unit for 6 years. He says they have these dogs to give the officers the freedom to move about the county where they know where there are issues going on and try to prevent anything from happening. Their first patrol was on September 4th. James says Vader has done phenomenal in all of his training. The Lake County Sheriff's Office now has 11 full-service dogs like Vader, 3 bloodhounds, and 3 single-purpose canines. After this short break, a neurosurgeon shares his medical knowledge and firsthand experience during a presentation, so stay with us.
When you visit Cody's, you're walking into a great bar with fantastic drink options, including 2-for-1 happy hour, and a very cool place to eat with great food and phenomenal service.
I love the BOGO fajitas every Wednesday, and we love coming here and feel like family.
Just like family, with loads of smiles for you at Cody's Original Roadhouse in Brownwood and Lake Sumter Landing.
Going on now at Kart World Golf Cars, the summer clearance. All new 2023 Club cars and Korea's must go.
Buy now and save big. Model year and discounts up to $1,250.
Whether you're in the market for a 2, 4, or 6-seater with gas, electric, or lithium power, Cart World has it.
There's never been a better time to buy.
Hurry, don't miss out. When these cars are gone, so are these prices.
Dr. Joe Marrone is a professor of neurosurgery at the University of Pittsburgh, and for the past 39 years, he has been a consultant to the NFL's Pittsburgh Steelers. He was the very first neurosurgeon in the NFL. Last month, he was at New Covenant United Methodist Church to discuss how to die young as late as possible.
I came down here over close to 2 years ago for myself to utilize the facilities at AVIV for hyperbaric oxygen therapy. And I've used it for many patients of mine who had concussions and post-concussion syndrome, who failed all other therapy. So I was very interested myself in how it works, the physiology of it, how it affects people. So I came down, I spent 60 dives myself, 3 months, went through the whole program and measured all sorts of biological biomarkers beforehand, and actually published a paper in a peer-reviewed journal on my results before and after, and quite frankly, my cognitive ability, which was tested thoroughly, an hour-and-a-half test before and after. My brain speed, my processing of information was improved, my VO2 max, anaerobic threshold was improved. I became, quite frankly, a believer in the possibilities of hyperbaric oxygen therapy for various problems, including stroke, actually traumatic brain injury, post-concussion syndrome, PTSD. I've used it in my practice, I use it on myself, and I think that it's a very underutilized service, and many physicians have no concept of how it works, the effectiveness, and what it should be used for.
He also talked about making positive lifestyle changes that could help you live longer, feel better, and more energized, which he covers in his book, Square One, A Simple Guide to a Balanced Life.
Or the epigenetic factors of diet, exercise, environmental toxins, and stress, and how it affects our brain and our body. We know the brain can make the body very sick, heart attacks, irritable bowel syndrome, and dermatological problems, but the body can heal the brain, and it's terribly important in terms of the physical component to utilize it literally as the best antidepressant.
He also touched on the importance of eating for optimal health, exercising for longevity, and adversity to improve one's overall well-being.
Here's your VNN 5-day weather.
From the WVLG Weather Center, this is Christopher James with your VNN 5-day forecast. Wednesday and Thursday highs, 90 degrees. Then Friday and this weekend, temperatures in the upper 80s. Overnight lows in the low 70s. Rain on Wednesday, 40% chance starting at 6 in the evening. Then throughout the weekend, rain chances anywhere from 30 to 50%.
When Michael and Jill Beck came to Wildwood United Methodist Church as the pastoral couple, they did a lot of work within the community on anti-racism to really look at the issues that were dividing those in the community. Recently, senior pastor Jill was walking around the church's property when she noticed a plaque from the church's founding when the church discouraged those who were Black and other minorities from attending. She immediately took action.
I'd seen it so many times, I'd walked past it. It established us as a congregation from 1881 that was known as the Episcopal South, on the wrong side of the slavery issue. And for a moment, it hurt my heart because I thought, wow, you know, that's against everything that we have come here and we have done. And so as I walked past again and walked the property, I stopped and I prayed and asked God what he would have me do with that. And it was as loud and clear as your voice or mine. It was, this has to come down. And so I immediately sent out an email to our church council, which includes Randy Klein as the chair, but then there were other members. And I'm telling you, I got the fastest response I've ever received when asking if we could do something, to the property. And it was, everyone voted yes, let's take it down. We don't need to have a meeting about this, just tear it down. You can't completely delete the past, but once you know better, you have to do better. And so for me, it was symbolic of that. And I wanted folks to ask, why is that there? I wanted to be able to give them that history.
We have a black pastor on the pastoral team, and we had one before. We had two actually at the same time. And who we share this church with and what we're all about, that there was zero regrets and actually some relief that it was gone.
We've become the welcoming church in the community. We're not a church that is well seen from the road. You come here either by word of mouth or because you went to the first couple of churches in front of us, when you kind of gravitated towards this way. But most of it is by word of mouth, that it doesn't matter who you are. When you walk through our door, you're part of our family. And it doesn't matter what your background is. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. It doesn't matter what language you speak or what denomination you think you're a part of. Or even if you call yourself Christian, you're welcome here. And there's always a warm cup of coffee every Sunday morning.
Everybody deserves the opportunity to have that feeling of love in their life, regardless of who they are. Acceptance, tolerance, love, patience, understanding. And I can understand why young people would, kind of push away if you have to be a certain denomination to take sacraments. If you go, everybody's welcome at our table is exactly an appropriate phrase for this church.
Wildwood United Methodist Church is a multi-generational and multicultural in scope. They opened its doors to God's Glory, a historically black congregation, as well as a Spanish language church. The church is located at 300 Mason Street, just off U.S. Highway 301. Up next, two villagers power their way to gold medals. We'll be right back.
The link between falling and hearing loss is well documented. Believe it or not, people with hearing loss are 3 times more likely to have a severe fall. And we all know what happens with a severe fall. You wind up hospitalized. In a lot of cases, you break your hip. A lot of people die within 12 months of that break, unfortunately. So the great news is just treating your hearing loss significantly reduces your fall risk.
Two Villages residents continue to prove it's never too late to create unforgettable moments. Last month, John LaFlamme and Mike Dollard each won a gold medal at the North American Regional Powerlifting Championships in Grand Cayman. This was Mike's first ever gold medal in international competition, while John set a world record on his way to a gold medal. John did that as he squatted 426.59 pounds in the 83-kilogram Masters 4 division for lifters aged 70 and up, breaking his own previous world record. Just 10 days before the competition, Mike tore the meniscus in his right knee, making this gold medal performance even more meaningful to him. He says it was a super feeling. When you are standing up there at the #1 spot on the podium, you know your hard work paid off, saying it felt a lot like being in the Olympics. For more about these two villagers powering their way to gold medals, read the Only in the Villages feature that starts on the front page of Tuesday's Daily Sun. The Lady Lake Farmers and Crafts Market is coming back, and it's seeking more vendors for the new season. Beginning October 3rd, the market will run from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Tuesdays at the Rolling Acres Sports Complex off Rolling Acres Road. The town of Lady Lake is looking for small businesses that specialize in food, art, crafts, and other unique handmade items to be part of this market. When the market returned earlier this year after a hiatus, between 400 and 600 people would attend the market each week. You can get more information, and you can also apply to be a vendor by visiting the website on your screen. We'll be back with more news from Florida's friendliest hometown.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN. This hurricane preparedness tip from VNN and WVLG is brought to you by The Villages Insurance.
Hi, this is WVLG staff forecaster Christopher James. Our furry friends need to be cared for during a hurricane as well. So what is the best approach? Create a pet survival kit and include, for your cat, spare litter pan, cleaning wipes, and trash bags for waste disposal. Create or purchase a pet first aid kit. You can buy kits at most pet stores, big box stores, or online. If you prefer to make your own, be sure it contains the following: gauze pads, adhesive tape, cotton balls and swabs, fresh 3% hydrogen peroxide, ice pack, disposable gloves, scissors, tweezers, antibiotic ointment, syringe or turkey baster, liquid dishwashing soap for bathing, towels, flashlight, styptic powder, saline eye solution. Make sure you have an evacuation plan for pets. Don't place multiple pets in one crate during a stressful time, even if they normally get along. The only exception is a nursing mother with babies. Confine small pets such as birds and hamsters away from cats and dogs. Predetermine a safe location and evacuation route. Know your nearest pet-friendly shelter and hotel ahead of time. Do not allow your pets to drink from puddles or eat unknown food. Keep listening for more information, including supplies, pet tips, and detailed information to keep on hand during hurricane season, presented by The Villages Insurance. And thanks for listening to Your Villages Soundtrack, WVLG.
This is VNN.
The Villages High School Buffalo Booster Club just added more than 100 new members to its ranks. Club President Gary Nellen says all of these people are like a big family. They care about the school and they care about the kids. Brenda and Russell Swan learned about the group from Gary, so they started attending club meetings. Brenda says they have a beautiful facility and there is a lot of curiosity from that standpoint. Booster member Ron Laranger has always been impressed with what the Villages is doing. Adding the school just represents the first-class way they look at everything. During the club's weekly meetings, student athletes attend so members get to know them a little bit better. Ron says listening to the kids and how enthusiastic they are about their coaches and their school is terrific. With the new era in Middleton, the Villages Charter School and its traditions remain strong. On Friday evening, Buffalo Herd, the school's parent organization, and the charter school held the annual Founders Day School Carnival at the Villages High School. Hundreds of volunteers were involved in this family-friendly event as the Buffalo Herd provided more than 75 parent volunteers as well. Between 5,000 and 7,500 people were estimated to be in attendance. Buffalo Herd President Courtney Gage says they are blessed to have a school and community that really wants everyone to have fun and be safe together. John Furr brought along his daughter's fourth grade Villages Elementary School student Harper and first grader Hadley. They went to several of the different booths that were set up, and the girls enjoyed the bounce houses too. He feels pretty fortunate to live in this area and to have this school here for his kids. This is one of the first big events to take place at the new Villages High School's Middleton campus. Nearly 50 teacher booths provided kids the chance to get their faces painted or play some games. Disney characters were in attendance, wearing their costumes for kids to meet and get their pictures taken with. The Villages Charter School was originally approved for its charter in September 1999 by the Sumter County School District School Board. The enrollment in that very first year was 341. 23 years later, the school now encompasses 2 campuses and has an overall enrollment capacity of 6,500 students. It's time now for a brief commercial break. We'll be right back.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. The cleaning improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible. So call for a free inspection today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
You want to enjoy your home, we know. To live well is to eat well. Doc's Restorations knows you want a beautiful kitchen to enjoy your favorite meals with your family. Licensed, bonded, and insured, we can make it happen. Bathroom? We work with trusted brands and American-made materials for a squeaky clean result. Family owned and operated for over 14 years, experienced craftsmen and design consultants. We stand on it. We'll make you look like a million. It's up to you what you tell your neighbors. And much more. So relax. Doc's Restorations will take care of it all for you. One company, one source, one solution.
It's time to check in on Hollywood News Now. Here's Mark Edward Willows with this week's entertainment news update.
Hello again, everyone. I'm Mark Edward Willows with the latest in entertainment. Well, Bruce Springsteen has canceled all of his upcoming concerts due to medical reasons. Bruce was diagnosed with a peptic ulcer and claims that he is in quite a bit of pain. So for his own good, he is canceling concerts. So Bruce, Mr. Boss, we wish you the best, and we wish you a speedy recovery on the road to recovery. Hoda Kotb and Jenna Bush Hager, who host the 4th hour of NBC's Today Show, is taking the show on the road. They are going to be heading to Bermuda, and they are giving this a try to see how well it does. They are claiming that people do like to see the show, go out from time to time, meet the fans, meet the people. So that is going to be something which is going to be exciting. The official results are in from the recent death of Price is Right host Bob Barker. He was 99 years old, and it sort of comes as no surprise, but they chalked it up to he passed away from Alzheimer's disease. And according to some sources, they said the last 2 years, Bob just was not himself, really didn't comprehend anything, and they says, in fact, he did not even recall ever doing The Price is Right. So once again, that is very sad and a very dreaded disease, and Bob Barker, rest in peace. Singer Jimmy Buffett passed away last week, as you know, and believe it or not, besides being a singer, Jimmy was quite the guy. He was a business tycoon, he was a builder, and as you know, he owned restaurants across the country, and believe it or not, he was valued in the billions of dollars. So Jimmy Buffett, rest in peace. And Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton have a farm. The farm is 43 acres. Get this, they recently did a YouTube video showing people their farm loaded with animals and everything, but they are going into something new. Blake is going to be planting the seeds, and he wants to become a farmer, and he said, I may market the vegetables. So who knows, maybe we will be seeing Blake Shelton tomatoes somewhere at the local grocery store. And right now, that is the latest in the world of entertainment. I'm Mark Edward Willows. Everyone out there, take care, and I will see you all the next time.
Clap your hands and stomp your feet. Time now for the Village's Entertainment Beat.
I'm Natalie here with your Entertainment Beat. If you want to show some love to your local musicians, come on out to Lazy Mac's Taco Shack to enjoy some blues with the beautiful Bobby Blackman. His residency runs Mondays from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., so be sure to stop by and say hi. The Village's Entertainment hosts resident groups at Savannah Center, which is a great way to get involved in your favorite arts and see your friends perform too. The Villagers for Veterans will present Angel Wings, a showcase of exceptional talent. This is a musical menu with something for everyone. That show goes on sale Wednesday, September 13th at 10 a.m. And celebrate 10 years of making music together with the Village's Hometown Band in their 10th anniversary concert. This show goes on sale Wednesday for a November 6th performance. Do you have an interest in cooking? Or maybe you like to enjoy fine cuisine? The Show Kitchen at the Market releases new demonstrations every week for you to attend, while Chef Scott breaks down the basics of some of his favorite dishes from select cuisines and other professional chefs for you to take home to your own kitchen. And while you're brushing up on your culinary skills, the Village's Grown Farm Tours are always releasing new tours for you to learn all about how your local produce grows into the fruits and vegetables you use in your everyday meals. How well do you know your animal trivia? Well, the Wild World of Animals is going on sale and will be here October 7th with a lineup of 16 guests ranging from leopards to toads. Tickets go on sale Wednesdays at 10 a.m. and can be purchased online at thevillagesentertainment.com, at our box office and kiosk locations, or over the phone. I'll see you next time when I'll share information on shows to keep you singing and dancing along to your favorite Broadway hits. That's your Entertainment Beat today.
Thanks, Natalie. The Villages, of course, is the place to be when it comes to great musical entertainment. These are the bands ready to perform for you on Wednesday. That's all the news we have for you now. Make sure to pick up a copy of Wednesday's Daily Sun to read about a hurricane relief fund. Make sure you get out there and enjoy the Village's lifestyle.
Thanks for watching your VNN Lifestyle News Show. Broadcasting and streaming live from Lake Sumter Landing in a small building with big windows near the water. AM 640, 102.7 and 104.5 FM. Your soundtrack to the Villages. WVLG Wildwood.
I'm going to need a pound of bologna, a half pound of Swiss, and hearing aid special.
One moment.
This is programmable, right?
What am I, a doctor? Why buy a hearing aid where you buy your groceries?
Our doctors of audiology and licensed hearing aid specialists do one thing and one thing only, hearing aids.
You don't have to go to a big box store to get an inexpensive hearing aid.
We fit only the world's best hearing aids at the lowest prices anywhere, we guarantee it.
Call today and try any hearing aid absolutely free. Visit EliteHearingCenters.com.